maybe I'm missing something.
Right. Here's Frank Mason from Kentucky. Gives it up to Aaron Henry, the Michigan State product. He's got that lefty stroke going early in the mid-range, and we tied at 5. Aaron Henry trying to find himself a spot here in the NBA. Became one of the leaders for Tom Izzo in Michigan State over in East Lansing. And the fadeaway falls for Jaden Springer. Here's Springer earlier.
Well, he wears the right number. And, he's got a nice jumper with the Pistons team coming in as a rookie, as a young player. But, the organization, the coaches, the players, all acknowledging him.
Well, the Utah will take all the Martins they can get. Jarrell Martin with 10 of the first 15 points here for the Jazz with a 2-point advantage. And Reed here ties it up.
So Purdue has done a great job over the last couple of years recruiting and also beating IU. We were beating them pretty good. And, again, we said, Lambeer was like, look, you're not going to get much from me today.
But in the Hall of Fame. Want me to give it to you? Here's Reed with the 2.
Yeah, you're going to have to give me that
one. And he's got 9 points. Reed, circus shot in for 2 and 1 for Paul Reed.
Runs the floor well, finishes around the basket, absorbs contact, but plays with high energy, a high motor. Doc Rivers is really going to love coaching this kid.
Classic stories. And we've talked about just the history of Chicago and Chicagoland in terms of just players. The athletic training staff had to help him off the court. He has not returned to the bench area, so the Jazz again playing with 7 players here as Reed gets another bucket. Here's Henry. Had a good second half here so far and lays it off nicely for Springer. Here in this game, John Stockton, 15,806 assists. And the next most active player is Chris Paul. He's still 5,600 assists behind. You ever watch any of Steph's workouts or Kyrie's dribble workouts or anything you think, things that you haven't seen before of what they're doing?
Look at Steph and Clay, 2 of the greatest shooters ever to play our game. And Mark Jackson was right, definitely the best shooting backcourt ever.
You did your fair share of carrying with your load as well. Springer dumping it off to Reed for 2. Point that they have brought in and Andre Drummond. But you know what? Paul Reed is saying.
Can you imagine Bill Lambeer, Dennis Rodman, and Mahorn with 10 fouls?
These games would last longer than football games. Matthews with the finish, and they're at 101 here today.